Now some questions on irreflexive relations will be like this. They'll give you some relation and they'll ask you whether the relation is irreflexive or not. So if it is directly visible, I mean if they enumerate the relation, then you can directly answer it. For example, certain kinds of questions will be like this. Let us say R1 equal to 1, 2 and maybe 2, 3. Is this relation irreflexive or not? Clearly there are no diagonal elements in this, therefore it is irreflexive. You can directly say it. So some other examples on irreflexive relations will be like they will define a relation and then you are supposed to say whether that relation is irreflexive or not without enumerating, which means they are not going to write like this. If they give you the elements, you will be able to answer it. Without writing like this, they will define it in terms of words, then you are supposed to say whether it is irreflexive or not. So how to say this? Let's see some examples on this. The relation less than on set of all real numbers is irreflexive. So what does that mean? If we have the relation less than, so what is less than? If two elements will belong to this relation, if first element is less than the second element, right, which means 1 comma 2, it belongs to the relation less than, right? But then if you see the relation, I mean you cannot have any elements of the type x comma x. Why? Because x can never be less than x, right? So in this case, since x can never be less than x, x comma x will not belong to the relation. Therefore the relation less than is definitely irreflexive. Why? There will be no diagonal elements at all. That is how you should analyze it. Now the relation proper subset, it is not subset, it is proper subset. See, it is not given like this, it is given like this, which means it is proper subset. Is the relation a proper subset on set of all sets is irreflexive. So what do they mean by that? If you have a set A, it cannot be like this, right? A cannot be proper subset of A. It will be subset of A but not proper subset of A. Therefore there will be no diagonal elements. A set cannot be proper subset of itself. A set will be subset of itself but not proper subset. Got it? So without this symbol equal, we cannot say that a set is subset of itself, proper subset of itself, right? Therefore definitely the relation proper subset on set of all sets is irreflexive, right? So it is also true. Now the relation perpendicular to on set of all lines is irreflexive. Why? The perpendicular to, see this, if you have a line like this, a line cannot be perpendicular to itself. So if you have a line x, right, a line x cannot be perpendicular to the line x. It will be parallel to line x, it will not be perpendicular. Therefore two elements of type x comma x will never belong to this relation. So like that you have to analyze the questions. So these are some of the examples of the verbal description of the relations which are actually irreflexive. If they directly give you this enumeration, you will be able to answer it, but then try to understand how to answer such questions. So how to understand it? Try to see that whatever relation they have given it, you try to place it between x and x. If it is valid, then it is not irreflexive. If it is not valid, then it is irreflexive. In all these cases, in all these three cases, the relations are irreflexive. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.